So there we were, my best friend Jon and I stuck at the Canadian border. We had no intention of being here, and in fact, we were on our way to Maine from western Massachusetts.
Wow. This is beautiful.
But these unplanned events are often the most memorable.
Yeah, there will come a year where we're just too much and too old to do that, so we might as well eat up every year till then.
So it was a few days prior that Jon stopped by my office to plan for this trip to Maine to visit his aunt and go skiing.
That's nice.
And we spent some time looking over 35mm film photographs that I took toward the beginning of winter.
Mason's eyes are closed. Allie's giggling. You're looking down at your flip phone. Jack's going, Kyle, you want this?
I love it, dude. That's me.
That's you.
Just put that in the back.
Yeah.
Gotta bring the guitar so you can play and I can play while we're driving. I love this shot. Dude, this is good stuff, though.
It's just so great. I think about it every day.
I want to make commercials. I want the band in the background, your truck,
Right?
the
couple
rocks, bro.
stickers.
Just talked to Auntie Kim, lining up everything for going to Maine on Friday. I hear chicken in the background. And I just get up there and I'm like, everything's 23 3/4. It's like 9 in the morning. Nothing's set up yet. No hoses.
Oh, this is one of my favorites. I gotta mail this to Josh.
I need
gotta find
this
his
one
address. Yeah, take
for
whatever
myself.
one you want. I love this.
Right?
Everything he's got.
I love this one. Enough already. This is the shit that needs to be remembered.
Yes, exactly.
Enough already. I love this picture of me and you.
Oh, I know.
That's
one of
by
my
them. They picked it. They took that
is-
picture.
Yeah.
Only us know that. That's right here. Great.
You'll never get another photo like that.
And these kind of afternoons in the office remind me of last spring when I first started making Trout and coffee and these films my full-time job. And Jon would stop by after work and we'd sit in the chairs out front and shoot the bull. And while it's still too cold for that currently, it won't be long now. And I replaced one of my office computers with a typewriter for spur-of-the-moment waves of inspiration like this. There's just nothing like having physical documents to look back on one day. It's the same thing with the film photo prints.
Damn these kids. Rare fools absolutely havoc. During the original life. Alright, I gotta go.
And so in the days leading up to the Maine trip, I was working hard on putting some stories together, and my girlfriend Allie was cranking away on her designs and her first YouTube video. And my mom continued to stop by and show me all the cool trout gear she was making for her Etsy shop. The final wave of winter stuff before she starts making spring items.
I could never do that. How long did it take?
How
old are you?
29, 30.
Simple pleasures. And we finally got a few of the boys together at the local pub after a midwinter hiatus.
I'm in love.
It can be hard to get people out of their houses in the bitter cold. And then came the morning of the trip. And I said goodbye to Allie as it was lightly snowing big fat flakes, and I scooted over to the office to meet Jon. The snow had us in a good winter mood. We couldn't wait to hit the slopes up in Maine.
Back in the cinema. Oh yeah. Going for Maine. Not only just going for it, hitting it, hugging it hard.
Oh, yeah.
Saddleback. I've never skied it this side
That's what kind of excites me too, is the fact that you've never been
to the spot either. Literally can't wait for the food.
Yeah.
No, at the place. Just
Hugs.
like, yeah, I'm thinking of eating like these special tortellini.
They got good stuff in there.
Yeah, never.
Free.
Oh, it's a heinous smell.
I love it. I'm used to it from the truck.
Alright, I'll pull it out when it's done. You'll get
You want me to do this?
I ain't got license.
Little did we know that John's lack of license would end up changing the trip for us.
What a heinous ordeal. Right?
And so we had a beautiful drive up, taking our time and making a few pit stops along the way.
Of course we're in the river. Can't avoid the river. Fine. A rock. That's
Look
a
at-
skipper.
No, it's hand. I can rub it the whole way.
And suddenly we were at the Canadian border. What happened was I gave John my phone to route his aunt's address, and I didn't pay close attention. So after the taco joint, I just clicked resume on the fastest route possible, which apparently was up and over through Canada. I was tired and excited to get there, so I didn't even look. And this wouldn't have been a problem, but John had no identification on him. So they had us pull over, do the whole rigmarole. They searched us in the car, and they found some crumbs and whatnot. And they fined us, and they scared us a bit, but in the end, we got out okay. It's situations like this that remind me that life is a tragic comedy. And when you learn to laugh along, it gets a whole lot easier. Support for this channel comes from viewers like you who buy the merchandise, coffee, and support on Patreon, all of which are linked in the video description. And we made it to his aunt's late, got a little sleep, and woke to a snowy morning, stoked to hit the slopes for the day.
I'm waiting at the doorstep, finally home. I've been gone for too long. Standing here a while just to take it all in. Radio's playing our song.
John has downhill skied our whole lives, and he's told me endless stories, including the time that he overcleared an 80-foot jump and destroyed his knees. But this was our first time in our 30 years that we had ever downhill skied together.
Leave you again. You are all I want and more. It's
I
true.
like that noise.
If only I could do one thing, I'll be with you. It's true. Baby, how I need the love.
And we spent all our time in the glades.
It's somewhere. That'll show us where to go.
Waiting at the doorstep, finally home.
So we ripped all morning, absolutely stuffed ourselves for lunch, and then John's knees were a little sore for the afternoon.
Just to take it all in.
This is sweet in here, though. This is sweet in here. These are some of the best.
If only I could do one thing, I'll be with you. It's true. Baby, how I need the loving from you. Will you still love me? Yes, I'm getting hungry and old. And when you are away, I sometimes shivering cold. It is hard to define you, but you're worth more than gold. When everything is told.
And after a fulfilling day on the slopes, we went to a quaint little spot for dinner with good drinks and stayed up a while after chatting with his aunt.
Waiting at the doorstep, finally home. I've been gone for too long. It is true. If only I could do one thing, I'll be with you. It is true.
And the sun came out the next morning to reveal some incredible views, and his aunt made us delicious breakfast sandwiches before we took off. And because of our little border mishap, what would have been a quick, simple trip is now a favorite memory.